This one, I like this one. Candyman was released in 2021, directed by Nia DaCosta, starring Yahya Abdul-Mateen II, Tiana Paris, and Coleman Domingo. And I had a lot of excitement leading up to this movie. It was supposed to come out in 2020. I was excited all year for it, then they pushed it to 2021, and I was excited all year 2021 for it. In fact, it was in my top 10 most anticipated movies of 2021. Didn't quite crack the top 15 best, but it was still a very good movie. So let's go ahead and review this movie. Cap off this review series with a good film. So starting off with the good, and there's a lot that I absolutely love in this movie. First of all, the acting is amazing. Yahya Abdul-Mateen II is the main character in this movie, and as he always is, he is great in this movie. He's easily becoming one of my favorite actors of all time because he just gives it his all in every movie that he's in, whether it's this, The Greatest Showman, Aquaman, Trial of the Chicago 7, Ambulance, just always doing a great job in everything he's in. And then we have Tiana Paris, who plays Yaya's girlfriend in this movie, and she does a really great job as well. And then we have Coleman Domingo, who is a local of the old Cabrini Green developments, and he's the one who brings Yahya Abdul-Mateen's character into the fold, teaching him about Candyman, telling him the stories, and eventually leading him down the road that he goes on in this movie in his quest to find the truth about the Candyman. And he does a really good job as well. He only shows up sporadically throughout the movie, but he does absolutely amazing. He becomes more and more unhinged as the movie goes on. And by the end of the movie, he is a semi-villain in this movie. He's the one who pretty much mutilates the main character's body and shoves a hook in his hand and all that stuff. So yeah, he's really, really great in this movie. And I also really like the fact that this movie does tie back to the original Candyman, where Yahya Abdul-Mateen II is playing Anthony, baby Anthony, the baby from the first movie. This is now a grown-up version of that character, and that is confirmed when his mother shows up, played by Vanessa Williams, who was in the original one. And Vanessa Williams only has one scene in this movie, but she does a really great job. I really loved her in this movie. Like I said, one scene, but still, she steals the show in that one scene. I really like the chemistry between her and Yahya Abdul-Mateen II. It felt very much like a mother-son dynamic. And then the third act of this movie has a really great cameo, and that cameo is we do get Tony Todd for about 2 seconds in this movie, but it was just really great to see Tony Todd in this movie. And if they do sequels, maybe he'll come back for those. I don't know, but I just really like seeing Tony Todd back as this character, even if it was just for 5 seconds. But either way. Now, onto the story. I really like the story here. A lot of people aren't huge on it, and I guess I can see some reasons why. Some reasons are just extremely racist, and I don't take those opinions seriously. But I just thought this was a really good movie. The story is Anthony McCoy, Yahya Abdul-Mateen II's character. He moves into an apartment near Cabrini Green, or what used to be Cabrini Green, and he learns the story of the Candyman. He's an artist, so he implements the story of the Candyman into his paintings, and it sets off an entire string of events where the Candyman resurfaces and starts killing people, and he starts getting blamed for the murders. And I really like the way they handled the Candyman aspect. Instead of just bringing Daniel Robitaille back for the fourth time, they actually introduced a really interesting concept in which the Candyman is a hive mind of any black person who has ever experienced racial injustice in history. So Um, the Candyman that is killing people throughout this movie is a character named Sherman Fields, who was beat to death by police officers. He's the Candyman of this specific area in the story. And then in the credits, there's a really, really nice shadow puppet montage of different people throughout history, which actually did happen. All of these shadow puppets we see in the credits are actually stuff that happened throughout history of black people who were lynched or murdered, simply for the color of their skin, and they come back as a Candyman. And I just thought that was a really, really good thing. Obviously, with Jordan Peele as producer, I knew there was going to be some sort of message about race relations, because Jordan Peele's really good at stuff like that. But yeah, I just really liked the whole message of police brutality and racial inequality that this movie implements. I just really like that. And I'm hitting the 7-minute mark, and I'm still just talking about the story. This is just an amazing story, guys. But aside from the story, you get some really cool kills. A lot of kills are really obscured, specifically the bathroom kill that we see in the trailer. I kind of wish they had actually shown that sequence, but it was mainly just cut away, and you see it like obscured in some parts. But I really love the art gallery kill where the Candyman slices that girl's neck and then drags that guy by his ankle across the room and kills him as well. Just really, really great scene. And after the embarrassment that was Candyman 3, we finally get another really great score out of this franchise. Really amazing, very haunting. They bring back Helen's theme from the original, and they do it in a music box form in the credits. Absolutely terrific. I just really, really loved it. It was very creepy and unsettling. And that's about all for the good. On to the bad, and honestly, I have nothing here. This is just a very solid horror sequel. So on to the final thoughts. This is one of the best horror sequels ever made, in my opinion. I love it to death. Candyman 2021 is an amazing movie, great performances all around, terrific story, and I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10. So that was my thoughts on Candyman 2021. Have you seen this movie? Let me know down in the comments what you thought about it. As always, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.